moved to Seattle almost 2 years ago for grad school. I recorded a lot of clips, but I never got to editing them, so I decided to do one big recap vlog of my time as a master's student at the University of Washington. Starting at a new school and being a part of its community is always so exciting. To commemorate the start of a new chapter, I decided to go shopping for some UW merch. I browsed around for a bit, and I ended up deciding to go with this simple crew neck with a subtle logo. My parents were helping me move in, and for our first dinner, we decided to eat at Tennen Kohaku. It's still one of my favorite restaurants to this day. They also have this fun dessert that you can decorate. It reminds me a lot of when I used to do calligraphy in Chinese school. Here are 22-year-old Amy's thoughts when she first started grad school. So as some of you may know, I moved to Seattle, so this is a really new chapter of my life, and I've been loving it thus far. I think there's just so many things to love about Seattle. Maybe it's the fact that it's just like a new city for me, so it's like still really exciting. But even then, I feel like there's just so much to love about the city. I say this and I feel like I haven't even really explored the city that much. But for what I have explored, like, I really do like it. There's like a couple things that like really stand out to me. I think firstly, like the trees. Oh my gosh, like I came here and I saw all the trees and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks just like it does. Like as like in the pictures or in my head, it's just like there's so many trees. It's so like Pacific Northwest, and like I don't know, I think for me personally, I like really loved seeing all the trees. Like it really brought a smile to my face, and I just love being surrounded by nature. Okay, and the other thing is that I don't have a car, and I think being in Seattle, a city with such great public transportation, really allows me to get to more places and do more fun activities, and so that's something that I really appreciate about living here. I do love my new apartment. I'm just like very happy and content with it. I think the kitchen space is relatively large. I have been cooking a lot more in grad school. I think I just became more like health conscious as a person. But at the same time, maybe it's because like there's H Mart nearby, as well as other grocery stores. So everything is just like really accessible, which is something I appreciate as well. I've never really considered living in Seattle before. It was just like not really a city that came across my mind when I was thinking about where I wanted to stay post-grad. Here we are, and I love it, and possibly would stay here for years to come. But yeah, I think that is majority of my life update. I basically moved to Seattle and started classes, so I will take you guys on a day in my life so you guys can see what I'm really up to. Suzzallo is one of my go-to study spots on campus. It's basically like the Harry Potter library at UW. Before class, I'm usually applying for jobs or finishing up any readings or assignments. In the background, the library here looks really bright, but actually Suzzallo is under construction this year, so it's a lot darker than it used to be. Honestly, the dark kind of helps me focus. I usually don't like to study in one spot all day, and I like to take quick breaks by walking around campus. I feel really blessed to attend a school with so much nature all around, and it honestly helps me distress. As I was looking for my new study spot, I wandered to this building near the business school that had outlets and really comfy chairs. I got comfortable before locking in with another reading. Grad school happens to have a lot of those. A lot of my classes also happen to have reflections. I think there's a lot of value to taking the time to reflect on what you've learned. One of the first classes in my grad school's design program was HCDE 518. Or user-centered design. This class gives students the opportunity to work on a design project, which they can add to their portfolio. During lecture, we learned about the typical double diamond process in design, so I'm just taking notes, but honestly, a lot of work for this project was done with my team outside the classroom. Sometimes it is a bit hard for me to focus in class because they're scheduled between 6 to 10 p.m.
Empathy, design thinking. And the second thing I would say defined our fields for the last 10 or 15 years is probably craft, right? So if you're a designer, it's your design craft. If you're a researcher, it might be methodology.
Last year, I had a lot of time to explore the city on the weekends. My friend Jessica flew all the way from New York, and we decided to do all the touristy things, like visiting Pike Place, where we saw the first Starbucks. For some reason, the line was really short the day we went, so we got in pretty fast. We also visited the Chihuly Museum, where we got to see cool art sculptures. As a designer, I like getting a lot of my inspiration from things outside of UI screens. Honestly, product design does take a lot of inspiration from the physical world, but also it's nice to just step outside. This sculpture here was my personal favorite. I love how bright the colors are and how the sculpture is suspended in a glass room that allows for natural light. We also visited this park during sunset.
It's so dark on camera. Oh my god, our shadows are so long. That's kind of funny. Oh, you can't even see the waves.
Another thing I really enjoy doing on weekends is cafe hopping. Jessica actually found this place. She's a huge fan of the app Belly, and it did not disappoint. They had these fluffy souffle pancakes that melted right in your mouth. If you have the extra time, I recommend making a trip to Bainbridge Island by the ferry boat. They have a lot of cute shops, and we were drawn to this one specifically because there was a cute cat. I really wanted to vlog a week in my life as a student since it might be the last time that I'm a university student. I was somewhat hesitant about vlogging my classes initially because honestly, it's a lot of me just listening to lectures in class. But I did take some interesting courses recently, and the one I'm in right now is called International UX Design. I almost felt like this was a history class. We talked about what is culture and how differences in cultures are reflected in their designs. Because the professor for this class always had really interesting lectures with many visual examples, I was really excited to come to class every week, even though the class always went pretty late into the night. Another class I'm taking is Capstone. It's basically like the big final project that all master's students take. My team and I are working with Amazon, and today I'm visiting the Seattle office in person. This is Maya and the PM Nitin, who are helping us with our project. They're part of the IT team at Amazon. I don't go to the office often. The last time was when my team and I presented to the Amazon directors. But it is definitely a great place to focus and get work done. For my capstone project, my team and I are trying to improve knowledge sharing in enterprise. In the winter quarter, we spent a lot of time researching the problem space, and for spring quarter, we'll be spending most of our time designing the final solution. After our work session, Mayo offered to give me a ride back to campus, and we arrived just in time before an event. My program has these speaker series where they invite industry guests like this researcher at Instagram who is sharing her insights on navigating cross-generational research.
We're going to take it really slow tonight. I want to make sure that you have time to answer, you have time to ask.
My last class was data visualization. Every class, my professor brought us snacks, and one day another student made these ube cookies for everyone.
Little industry icons, and then tells you all of the info if it's like good for hiring, competitive, good opportunities, lots of hiring.
Per state employment growth over at a high level, and then also per capita disposable income. So like you can see Nevada, the average disposable income is like around 55K, median age.
When the cherry blossoms bloomed in the quad, my roommate Janny and I decided to do a little photo shoot. Okay, I decided I'm going to put on my jacket for now, so otherwise I'm gonna freeze to death. So, and we're waiting for people to take pictures anyways, so no point being cold. Okay, we just finished taking photos in 3 spots, and now we're going to our final photo spot. My time in Seattle has been great, and I've really enjoyed this chapter of my life. I remember when I first moved in and even my first meal on the Ave. It feels like just as soon as I came, it was time to leave. I've met some truly amazing friends that I hope will last a lifetime. There was a lot of studying and even some tears were shed, but there were also a lot of happy moments and laughter that I will always remember. I'm really thankful to everyone who was a part of this journey with me, and I'm excited for my next one.